Hello everyone, Excessive here, bringing you another Diablo 4 video, and this time I'll be covering the campfire talks the devs had last night on the stream and what it brings. To start off, they said buffs are coming because we now went through all the nerfs, so next one is buffs across the board. They didn't say specifically what's buffing, but expect some buffs to come. Now, the first thing that we'll get in the near future before Season 1 is if you open your inventory and go to your Materials tab, there's apparently some caps on what you can carry or how many you can carry. For example, Veiled Crystals has a cap of 10,000. That cap will be removed and pushed up. They didn't say how much they will push it up, but apparently you will be able to carry a lot more Veiled Crystals from going henceforth after this implementation. Now, next is changes that will come with Season 1. The biggest and probably the greatest news is the changes they're making to the Nightmare Dungeons. They're buffing the experience gain by apparently a lot, so you will get way more experience than you get from them currently. And one of the absolute best thing, in my opinion, is when you will be clicking the Nightmare Sigil to activate your dungeon. Now, if you activate it, you will see the dungeon. With the changes they'll make, you will be able to teleport to your Nightmare Dungeon. They will basically open a waypoint and you will click it and teleport to the dungeon with some minor restrictions. For example, you cannot click it inside a Nightmare Dungeon. You have to exit the dungeon and then click it to get away. And some of the restrictions I didn't mention, but that is one of them. Now, next thing is about the renown. So if you look on your map, you will see I have discovered like all of the world, and yeah, I've turned off, for example, if you go in, you can see all the Lilith statues. Now, if you go to your Renown tab, you see areas discovered and altars of Lilith. They will be carried over into season, and then from season to season. The rest of them, you will have to reacquire. So basically, what this means is everyone, when you start your season, if you have all the areas discovered and altars of Lilith picked up, you will automatically get the first skill point and the potion capacity. And you will get it if you have it for all the different areas. And this will carry over from season to season, and apparently it will carry over from the Eternal Realm to the first season as well. Now, the next update that we'll get is many of you might still be holding on to boss caches in your inventory because you cannot open them because the level restriction. Now, those caches will be able to be opened with Season 1, although the level restriction on the gear in the cache might still be too high for you to equip, but at least you will be able to open them and free up the space. Now, that was the changes that will come with Season 1. Now, we move on to Season 2, and here is an extremely big update. Your gems, at the moment they take up space in your inventory or in your stash, they will get moved to your materials or currency. So either they will show up here or in this list. So basically they will just remove all the gems out of our inventory space and put them in our material list. We don't get a new tab for them, but we get them out of the inventory, which is great because it saves us a lot of inventory space. The next change is about our resistances. At the moment, when you go into world tier 3 and 4, apparently the reduction in our resistances, the values is changed too much. And they will do an update and fix that. So they will change the values of it. So basically, what it boils down to is our resistances in the later end of the game will get buffed. And here's the last big change. It's basically for hardcore players, disconnect protection. Basically, there's some restriction on it, but when you disconnect and the server detects you disconnect, your character will use a scroll of escape. So it will basically save you. That is also going to be implemented in Season 2. And there are also some minor fixes, like not real game changing, but if you want to watch it, go to their either on YouTube or on Twitch and just watch their entire stream. It's like 1.5 hour long. And yeah, that is the big news and the one that affects the game the mostly. And thank you for watching, and see you next time.